Welcome to a very special episode on the Southern Islands. We have a special battle deck exhibition match. Right, so in a very unprecedented move, the Marnie and Steven battle decks will be legal for the upcoming Ultra Ball Leagues, number 2, number 3. So we thought, why not let's showcase a matchup between both decks. So we've got Keith using the Marnie on the left, who started first, set the energy pass. And he's facing off against Thomas. Boss Thomas using his favorite Steven's Metagross deck. Let's see how it goes. So, looks like Boss had to discard turning to Metagross deck with an early research, but he did get a Buddy Puff in, so he can start things off here. So the Stadium card that Thomas is playing, it actually blocks 30 damage from against Steven's Pokemon. So combined with a Steven's Carving, which we'll probably see later on, I think, it can block up to 60 damage. That's quite insane. And the Metagross itself is 240 HP. Okay, so here we go. Keith does have an Ultra Ball. I saw a Rare Candy as well. So he can evolve the Impidimp into a Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Here we go. So Grimmsnarl, when it's played down from your hand, you can search up to 5 Darkness Energy from your deck, attach them anywhere you like. That's why he's got the second backup Impidimp, so you can attach 4 energy out, 3 energy for the deck, actually, because he has 1 from hand, then he can clear a bit of, thin a bit of the deck. It itself can attack for 180 damage, and then you can shoot 30 damage to the back. But of course, because of Thomas's Stadium, the 30 damage becomes 0. And it's only hitting for 115 says. Thomas is okay, doesn't need a Rare Candy. He's got double Metang out and a Beldum with an energy in case he needs to. Thomas's deck is also no stores when it comes to energy cards, because that Metagross has an ability which can search for energy cards on the deck. We'll see that later. So anyways, using the Beldum to hit 30 damage, wow, for 2 energies, that's actually quite insane. Setting up for a knockout next turn, maybe. The Metagross doesn't hit too hard, but every damage may count, you never know. So Keith has called out the Marnie's Purloin with the Impidimp and a Marnie's Morpeko. We'll see more of that as well. The Morpeko, 3 colors energy, but it does 40 damage for every Darkness energy attached to it, I believe. So combined with the Marnie's Grimmsnarl, then you're hitting a lot of damage with a single price Pokemon, but you got to get a lot of energy on that Morpeko. So anyway, let's get back to the game. Metagross is out right now, so we just saw Metagross use his ability. You can search for 1 Metal and 1 Psychic from your deck and attach them any way you like to your Metal type Pokemon. So it immediately attaches to the Steven's Metagross, of course, so Steven's Metagross can attack. Goes the Ultra Ball. Yep, using the Super Rod to bring back the Metagross earlier than Rare Candy, so now he could search for more cards. I believe they played the Drayden with that, with the one, so the Drayden can find for Pokemon and a trainer card. I'm not sure if he played it. Anyway, he's using so there's another energy there. Here comes the Carving as well, so now Keith is only hitting for 180 minus 60, 120 each time. Wow, give me a 3 hit to knock out this Metagross. So Keith is playing his own Drayden. Again, look for your whole deck. You can take 1 trainer card and 1 Pokemon. Easy fine. But he really wants to bump you up. That's the trainer card. He needs the Spike Murph on the field. So Spike Murph is what makes Marnie's deck incredibly strong. You can search your deck you can search it once a turn for any Marnie Pokemon. Basic, Evolution. Basically, you can find the missing pieces of your Grimmsnarl, so you can keep on attacking. So this is the key of the deck, basically. Thomas is using Boss's Orders here, bring up the Morpeko thing. The Spike Murph, you can search for... You can search another... The Morgum, right? The stage 1 Pokemon. Okay, so Keith has 4 prizes left, while Thomas has 5 prizes left, because Thomas used the knockout one earlier. Here comes the Purloin. The Purloin does 70 damage and 70 more if your opponent's Pokemon is an EX. So it's got a Carving there, so it's going to be 140 minus 30, 110. Again, this Metagross is quite a tank here. For a deck that not even really on the radar on Japan's meta. Thomas is really showing off how strong this is. So he's going to retreat. Then use Energy Recycler to bring all the energy back. Then he can use Metagross to attach the energy again. So basically no losses there. You can search up to 4 energy items with 2 Metagross EX. That is insane. So A fresh Metagross is going to take a knockout here. And we are back to 4 prizes each. Let's see. Keith could evolve the back one. Yep. And then attach energy to the Morpeko. Then maybe take a knockout on the back, on the bench Metagross. But then that's not really doing a lot, I think. Right now you're doing, I think, 120 minus 30, 90. Maybe it's enough. Can't really see the amount of damage, but I think that should be enough to take a knockout here. Yep. Okay. So now Keith is taking a prize lead here. Let's see what Thomas does in response. He can just take a knockout on Morpeko here. A lot of energy cards on it. Or he could go for the Grimmsnarl on the back, which he does. Okay. So there we go. Metagross takes a knockout. So we're back to 2-2 here. Going 4 energy now. And an Iono to try and disrupt. Which is not really an issue for Keith since he can keep finding for Pokemon with Spike Muff. And a Super Rod. A John from the Iono, I believe. So 1 card left in hand. Just hit, goes for a hit here. So Buddy Poffin finding a Beldum as a backup, I believe. Going for a boss here to hit the Grimmsnarl. Going to go for a 2 prize win here instead of like going for the all-round instead. Yeah, so it's 40 more damage for each Darkness Energy attack. So it's 20 base. So that's 20 for 40, 160, 180, then minus 30 from the Carbink. Anyway, okay, Keith has just retreated to attack with the Morpeko. That's interesting. But I believe because he doesn't want the Grimmsnarl to get knocked out next turn anyway. So he's just trying to protect trying to protect his Grimmsnarl from the 2 prize. But I believe if that Morpeko gets knocked out, I don't think he has any energy left because that thing is blank, right? So if Keith could have attached an energy or maybe like it was ready to attack next turn, maybe he has a chance. But it looks like if Thomas takes this knockout here, I don't think Keith has anything to respond with. Because I think he only has 2 hand cards as well after the Iono. Anyway, Thomas gets the Stadium out against Steven Stadium. Kicks out the Spike Muff and it takes a knockout here. I think there's nothing that Keith can do. Yep, that's it. No energy left. The Iono kind of bricked himself as well. So, okay, that's just a preview of what you can expect at the UBL coming this weekend. Expect to see a lot of Marnie decks. This is just from the battle deck itself, so there'll be a lot more interesting additions to the deck. So, can't wait to see you guys at the UBL. So, signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe.